Hey everybody, this is Vincent from the Pizza and Hummus podcast. I wanted to make a quick disclaimer for this episode. We recently invested in some brand new mics, and unfortunately, the new mics turned off during a big part of our discussion, and we didn't even realize it until later on. Luckily, our backup mics were recording, and we still captured all the content that our new mics didn't get. Actually, these backup mics were originally used when we first started Pizza and Hummus podcast. We did figure out the problem, and now we can't wait to create higher quality episodes moving forward. But for now, enjoy this episode. We had a lot of fun with this one, and we're already starting off 2017 horribly.
Here we go now. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go.
All right, everybody, welcome back. 2017. This is the Pizza and Hummus podcast. I'm your host, Vince, and I'm here with Richie.
Hey.
And we're also here. We have a guest star, and no, it's not Jarrett. It is my wife, Lauren.
Hey, everybody. Pizza and hummus and ranch.
So you're ranch.
That's me. Cider ranch.
Lauren's Ranch.
Cider
Ranch.
She's a cider ranch.
Put it on the title.
Have to be.
Yep, pizza ranch, and then there's that hummus just
You
on the
telling
opposite
me
side of the
pizza
table.
and hummus doesn't go as you gotta
You.
So I think we
boy.
should actually mention that we have a Facebook page, Pizza and Hummus Podcast. Feel free to like the Facebook page. The episodes we posted on there, and we'll be posting just stuff that we find on the internet that's funny.
But let us know if there's anything you want us to cover, and we will ignore it if it's a dumb idea.
So we try to ask the fans
And
what we should talk about, and just as good of a loyal fans that we have with our tight niche, if you will, they had horrible ideas.
they just made fun of me the whole time, if I'm gonna be real honest.
Yeah, they just made fun of Richie. They asked why Richie smells.
They wouldn't know that.
No, maybe they wouldn't know that. How come Richie can't reach the top shelf of anything? One person, actually, they did comment, and they did actually post a topic that I thought would be pretty good, and they just said hair. Just hair. So
Let's go.
I think we should do that. Let's start talking about hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I want to go to Richie first.
Oh, God,
because Richie had an amazing afro, but I want to know the whole
Oh my
saga
God, yeah.
of all the hair from
All right.
what you remember.
Okay. All right. So
Technically, I knew Richie before you did.
yeah, it's true.
Okay, I still
True.
saw pictures of him with an afro.
Yeah.
You've heard folklore. Those could have been
Yeah,
Photoshopped
that's
for
not.
all you know. My hair was always a big deal because I just wanted hair like everybody else, like all the kids. Dylan got to spike his hair every day at school, and he sometimes
He was 8 feet tall.
right, and he sometimes got to use blue hair gel because it was a cool thing. Got to be spiked, glued, and it made it blue because he had light hair too, and all the other kids with blonde hair could spike their hair and be blue for a day. And I was like, I want to do that. Put it in. I got very dark hair. You know what dark blue looks like on dark hair? Looks like dark hair. It looks exactly the same. In addition to that, super curly hair. Nothing changed. So I had a really I just wanted hair like all the other kids. I had super curly hair all my life. I think one time I bleached my hair just the top of it, just like that. Just the top.
What do you mean
Not
you
Like a
bleached
bleached it? Makes it yellow.
No,
blonde.
no, I get it, but you
Literally,
like
instead of
went
drinking
somewhere.
What? No, it's like a product, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if you went to like a salon, if you went.
No,
somewhere.
you can buy it.
You just buy it.
It's like in a
Okay.
box. You mix it up.
I don't know why that happened, but I always wanted.
So-
I guess you want to stand out.
So you had like ice tips, or is it just
It was
yellow?
bad.
Like a skunk?
Curly hair like a skunk. With blonde.
Like a little stripe?
Why? I don't know. I was 8. Why not be different? So, or my whole life. So, I don't know why. I honestly can't remember why I decided to grow my hair out. Like I just didn't cut my hair one day, and they're like, "Oh, Richie, you growing a little afro there," and then I got some positive attention, so I was like, "Oh, I'll keep growing it," and then and then I'm up to like 3 or 4 inches, and I'm like, "Well, I should probably commit to this," so I bought a pick set, like a set of picks, so you can get all the dents out, so it's just a big round circle.
How old were you at this point?
12.
12. Okay.
12. So And so this is going from 6th grade into 7th grade. So I think over summer of 6th to 7th grade is when most of the growth happened. And then all of 7th grade, the entire year, I didn't cut it once. And I kept growing out until it was probably like a half a foot, like 6 inches. I don't remember though, but it was all there, and everybody knew me. 7th, 8th, 9th grade, high fives. People put pens in my hair. I didn't like that part, but I just liked the tension. I bleached my hair one time, and and in study hall, a lot of attention from everybody, and I was like, cool, I'm popular, awesome, and then over summer in 8th grade, I go, you know what? It's time for all my parents and aunts and uncles to stop hating me. I'll cut my hair, and so I got it cut. And I went to school 8th grade, and nobody talked to me.
What?
Their love was completely contingent on my hair. I lost a lot of friends that year. Not real friends, if you ask me. I don't need them. I'm not mad about it. I'm over it.
See, kids, beauty is on the outside.
It's every
That's
Disney
right.
movie, and Richie's 7th
Beauty is in
grade.
the afro.
Beauty is in the eye of the
Just
afro.
Richie's afro.
Right. The source of all beauty.
So since you knew Lauren since like kindergarten,
Mhm.
I want you to describe Lauren's hair.
I don't remember it that much.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, I was just curious.
Vince, I wasn't like.
Yeah, you were kind
I
of
was more like a shadow, I
Yeah.
feel like.
it's kind of blended in.
You're like, all right, oh, yeah, there you are, in the back. Because I was taller and I was like end of the alphabet. So I was always in the shadows.
Oh my god.
I feel like. But everyone always is like, oh yeah, I remember you, kinda. Can you remember three
They
things?
never don't end it with the kind of.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Name 3 things about me. Oh, you like the shadows, don't you?
I like to stay in the shadows.
I like trench coats.
If you could be expressed as a building, you would be the wallpaper.
Yeah. Well, I had really short hair because my mom didn't want to deal with me and long hair. And then she also said if I had to get my hair cut, that I had to get a lot cut off because she wasn't going to pay the $10.99 at Supercuts.
Oh, there you go.
For me to get a little trim. So I had the bob from kindergarten to, oh boy, I would say probably like 8th grade maybe. And
I've
I
always
was like,
thought that about like getting girls' haircut. Like, is it worth it? Because it's just, well, I'm just getting a trim, and
Yeah.
then they come back and it usually looks the same unless blow dried. I'm like, man, how great it is to be a boy.
yeah.
People notice you. So okay, so you guys ping ponging it back to Richie. So then when you you got
It was perfect
you had the
line.
fro, you got a cut, you didn't have any friends. So what did you do with that short
God.
haircut?
What?
Because when I started hanging
He
out
made
with
new
you,
friends.
when I started hanging out with you, you had it almost looked like there was a little bit of dye going on, a little bit of blonde, but it was like a fall hawk.
Yeah.
You were the fall hawk.
So here's the deal. When you have hair, I feel like this is revealing so much into my life. When you have hair this curly and this thick and coarse, you can ask around and they might tell you a solution is to relax your hair.
Ah,
Yep.
So what does that even mean?
What that is,
that
Lauren?
Bruno Mars song.
Explain. I have no idea.
It's like like a chemical, right?
It's a chemical you put in your hair.
And it makes it straight,
it makes it pretty straight.
so it's not wavy.
Right.
Got it.
So I didn't have an afro. And I was just like everybody else, and I was so happy. And I could put product in it, and things would happen. And I lost some of my chubby junior high weight. I relaxed my hair. And right when I was about, this is going to get in a whole nother, right when I was about to be like, all right, cool, I feel good in my own skin, I get braces in high school. I was like, I'm so close to not hating myself. And so,
I think you just got braces when we just
Yeah.
started being friends.
Probably.
I feel like I
11th grade.
always knew you with braces. You just had them.
no.
You had them for a
11th
good
grade.
20 years.
Yeah.
You had them for, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
You had them for
Like you got them off yesterday.
I got him. I
'Cause you
got
don't
him
have
when
them
I
on
was
now.
born. Got him off. Well, I took them off for the podcast.
Oh,
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
put
yeah.
it back on. It's not a retainer. It's real braces. I've done it so many times I can glue it to me. So no. So that was my next phase. So now I'm giving up hope. I was like, Mom, I can't do anything with my hair, and I just want to not. And she was, well, we could try to relax it and see what that happens. So I did that for a little while in high school, and that worked out great. I could style it, I could grow it out, and I did the faux hawk, so that was in high school. Faux hawk was really in.
I feel like everybody did that.
Everyone did the faux hawk.
Everybody did.
Unfortunately, I missed the phase of when people grew their hair out long. That was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
7th, 8th, 9th.
Technically,
flow.
you grew it out, but it was fro shape.
Yeah, I should have touched on that. Is in 7th and 8th grade. This is probably partially why I did it. The haircut. It was right after the spikes. You just do spikes. And
4th
just
grade
call it a
flip
day.
right in the
Yeah,
front.
you're right. 4th grade flip and the whole head spikes. The hedgehog, and then it moved into I'm gonna grow my hair out like Ashton Kutcher on that '70s show because that's what time it was, and so everyone did that. You can always find whose hair they're cobbling. Right now it's Macklemore. I think it's still.
I thought it was Phil and Lil from Rugrats.
It's the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
They finally brought it back. No, so everyone's growing their hair out long, so that's probably played part of it. I go, well, I'll grow my hair out long. Turns out it just went up. It didn't go down around my ears, get a nice wave, look good, and shake it off from the beach. It doesn't move when it gets wet. Everything just beads off of it.
I pictured you just jumping into the water and then coming out, and then your hair is just perfectly formed in
Yeah.
this little afro.
And for some reason, that was a reason to make fun of me. Everyone made fun of me for that, too. Like, we'd go swimming and be like, oh, Richie's hair's not wet. And in my head, I'm like, judging by the tone and everyone laughing and fingers pointing, I should be embarrassed, but I'm not sure why. Why is dry hair when wet embarrassing? But it was. People made fun of me.
You're different.
You're different than us, jerk.
Let's see. So we kind of, we obviously grew up in the same exact generation. When I was little, I had hair.
Nice, dude.
Wow.
I had some hair. I didn't really think about it, and then, if it just started to get to my eyes, then I want to cut, and that was about it.
Yeah, I loved your hair.
Yeah.
Before I met you.
Yeah. And then when
All
I got
glory.
older, you start getting the 4th, 5th grade, stuff starts getting real.
Whoa.
You start getting A's and B's, not
Oh,
satisfactory or great
There you go.
on your report cards.
Yeah.
And I did the 4th grade flip, as is tradition.
Yeah.
Yep.
As is the
Spike
way.
up the front. And then I did the hedgehog. I'm like, it's got to all get spiked.
Yep.
All or nothing. And then, right around 6th through 8th grade, I was like, I want to get my hair long so I can be like a rock star and all that. Now, for a while, what happened was, like, my brother, he wanted to get long hair because he's like, oh, yeah, me and this other kid are getting long hair. And I'm like, that's stupid. You shouldn't follow people.
Yeah.
And then I
What
talked
else
to
is
my
there?
cousin. I talked to my cousin, and he had long hair. And I was like, dude, you got to get yourself a haircut. He's like, nah, man. He goes, chicks love long hair. And I was like, really? I should follow you. Like, that's amazing. I'm like, you found the secret formula? He's like, yeah, the girls love playing with my hair all the time.
The secret formula.
And so I get the long, so I'm trying to get the long hair, but I was in private school.
Uh-oh.
So in private school, it can't go above, all your hair has to be above the eyebrows.
Oh, they really had
above
that?
the ears.
Like for
Yeah.
even hair for guys?
Yeah, for guys, yeah.
What?
For guys. So, and sure enough, like during lunchtime, the principal would walk through.
Oh, you're kidding.
I'm dead serious. And he'd look at you.
With a
and
ruler, like
he'd
up to
look at
your
you.
forehead.
Yeah, he would kind of look at it and he'd go, but here's the thing, he always tried to be like cool with us. So he'd be like, yeah, you stay your haircut, just a trim. Just a little
trim it,
Just
trim
a little trim.
That's pretty cool.
One little
I
snip.
just want to see those eyebrows.
Yeah, gotta see the eyebrows, gotta see the ears, And then sometimes I would try to trick it by like over gelling my hair so that way it would like hide it.
Yeah.
But
You just got a comb over that just leads into the other classroom.
but here's the thing, like if you wanted to have an idea of like what my hair actually looked like, because
Yeah.
I was just doing the base minimum of like going above the eyebrows and above the ears, I looked like Jim Carrey's character in Dumb and Dumber. That's essentially how my hair looked. Just essentially this bowl cut-esque thing. Because I go on I'm like, they just said just above the eyebrows.
And then everything else is long, and then you just
And
got
it's just long, yeah. It's
laser
like this
vision.
circle, yeah. And then every once in a while, my mom would try to like oversell me on getting the haircut. She's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do just a trim, just trim." Takes out the buzzer, zzz, and my hair just looks like disgusting. Like, Mom, you ruined it. She's like, "Why do I want to keep cutting this every week?"
This reminds me of, I don't know why it does, when we'd go to Supercuts, because we had no standards for haircuts. If you're listening to Supercuts, I hate you. The worst place ever. So
Why don't you just go to regular cuts then? If you don't think super cuts is
Or no,
super...
Bo Ricks. That's the place you went because it was right next to GameStop. You always hoping you could go there. Be honest with
It might have
Bo-Ricks.
been Bo-Ricks.
Did you guys ever get the
Bo-
haircuts where you sit in the little cars?
Yep. In the
Oh, that was at the mall, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they still have that place at the
Best.
mall.
So, but I think this was at Supercuts. They had magazines and they had a big book of different kinds of haircuts. And men, attractive men, teens, Gap model, use your imagination of all the different haircuts. And my mom's going through. No, this is still when I had my curly hair. This is when I'm frustrated. I just cut the afro. It's 9th grade, 8th grade. Who cares?
No friends.
No friends. Everyone hates me. I'm hanging out with the 4th grader who lives next door. I got nobody likes me.
Who picked his nose?
Who picked his nose and he's always farting and wafting it at me. And he doesn't even play Halo 2, but he doesn't have online, so it's just campaign.
Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've heard.
No, okay. He's listening. He's like, Richie, what the hell? Anyway, no. Okay, so what was I talking about? Okay, so we're at Supercuts, and I'm low on hope. And me and my mom were sitting in the waiting room, and she's going through the magazine.
That big book.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pages are like this big.
Yes, you know exactly the book I'm
Kind
talking
of
about.
wet and sticky. You're like, how?
Different book.
Like,
I don't know if I've looked through that book yet. You might not have been at Supercuts. So.
That was Bo-Ricks.
Oh, really? Dirt. Okay, so.
Bo-Ricks.
And so we'll be like, oh, this looks good. So we're like, maybe if we just know what we want, Richie will get that haircut. And it'll look good. What kind of logic is that? So every time we'd be like, oh, let's do this one. And it's some wave and perfect swoop and this
The Johnny number 5.
Johnny number 5, Johnny Bravo, Abercrombie model. He's 45 with a 6-pack. Why 45? He's 32 and a 6-pack. And
45.
I'm 13 and I've got an afro and I'm kind of chubby. And I'm like, this will work for me. So we pick a picture, Johnny number 5, Bobby every teen with his backpack over his shoulder. This is such a long story. And we bring it to the hairstylist and we go, okay, this is what we want. And we're ready. Oh, here comes Richie's good looking. And she goes, yeah, your hair won't do that. And then we go, whoa, we're back up and we're flipping through the pages. We go, well, this one, Johnny number 44. And she'd be like, honey, your hair. And that's not going to do that. She goes, I can give you a buzz cut, and that's about it. It can be long or it can be short or you can get out.
I used to, when I was a kid, I used to go get my hair cut. My grandma's used to have, she had her own salon. So I'm in there with a bunch of like old ladies with like that big heater thing over their heads, and I'm sitting
dryer?
there. I'm just sitting there reading my National Geographic. Or no, what's the kid version? Remember
Zoo
that?
Books.
Zoo Books.
No, you were not reading
Zoo Books.
Yes.
Remember that commercial?
Yeah,
Zoo Books.
I was reading Zoo Books. Elephant issue,
Yeah.
as usual. So I get my haircut. But
What?
one thing I was thinking of was so for the haircut thing. So everybody knows, okay, 4th grade flip, or you just call it, hey, just cut my hair short, so I can spike it up in the front, right?
Right.
Super easy. You go to the hairstylist, what do you want? I want a short haircut so I can spike it up in the front.
Right.
Okay. Maybe some people might ask, oh, give them, a number 2 or a number 5, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, she calls it the Ricky Martin haircut.
The Ricky Martin. She still calls it the Ricky Martin.
Come
She
on.
calls it the, and I'm like, Mom, we want it short and spiky. She goes, you know the Ricky Martin haircut?
Oh.
And she always calls it the Ricky Martin haircut. Well, that's what he had. I'm like, yes, he had that, and every man in the 90s had that along with frosted tips. You don't call frosted tips to Justin Timberlake.
Give him the Timberlake.
Let's give him the Timberlake. But
Nah,
no,
don't groom me Ricky Martin. He hasn't had a hit in a year.
And that was what you always called it, getting the Ricky Martin haircut.
No, what'd you say about jeans? The boys' baggy pants.
Oh, boys' baggy pants.
Baggy pants and the Ricky Martin haircut.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because
Add that and a shark tooth necklace. Oh,
Oh,
snap. You ladies were
ready to
all
go.
over it. With a Hawaiian shirt, unbuttoned.
with flames on the Hawaiian shirt. I got this from Target for $15.
It was Kmart back
Yeah,
then.
well, that's true. Super tech. I think it's so funny how there was things I wanted,
Recipes.
and I didn't know the name of them. It was like the same thing as the Ricky Martin haircut. Give me the baggy jeans. I said I want the wallet with the chain on it. Give me the bike with the pegs. I
Yeah.
want the bike that if you pedal backwards it makes the noise. Give me the thing. It just this is what I want. I want the thing that looks like this, and which means you're going to Supercuts for whatever you want. Give me the off-brand Ricky Martin.
Yeah. So I had that. Then I had the long hair. Then I went to public school.
And started smoking reefer with the reefer addicts.
The devil's
All the
lettuce.
public school
Dance
kids.
with Mary Jane, you get your toes stepped on.
It was amazing though, like how the private school kids would scare people. Like, hey, good thing you're not in public schools. Dogs check the lockers every day for drugs
Oh my god.
and arson.
You get shoved in a locker upside down daily. You gotta go into there, you gotta find the biggest kid in the junior high, and you gotta punch him, you gotta punk him, and show that you're the alpha of the situation, or else he's gonna steal your lunch till you die.
Yes. That's what it was. They were just like, yeah, everyone's just doing drugs and getting killed. It was ridiculous.
I just want to keep this going, this analogy that public school is just a prison. You know how we got a slide and a play place and swings? All they got is a bench press, and you got to fight for who gets the bench press. And if you want to squat, good luck. You got to get one of the other kids on your shoulders, and you just got to squat for hours. You do pull-ups, you do squats, or you do bench press, and that's all you get in the playground.
What we're talking about hair?
What are we talking about?
We're talking about hair. Let's see.
So private school to public school, you're making the transition.
So I'm making the transition, and I'm like, sweet, now I grow my hair out super long, and I had this nice long flow, and I had the wings going on, where like at the bottom, it just kind of flares up every time I took a
The
shower.
grossest thing.
It would always flare up.
Literally ever.
It was beautiful.
And all guys were like, oh, girls love this. And
Yeah.
all girls were like, oh, God.
Well, yeah. Well, then what happened
Please
was,
no.
so then like just like you,
Yeah.
Richie, I was getting sick of like the relatives. Hey, you should get a haircut.
Yeah.
Hey, what's today? Sunday? You should get a haircut.
What's
today.
today, Sunday?
Hey, how are the Lions doing? You should get a haircut.
Right.
Like everything
Every-
was get a haircut, get a haircut, get a haircut. And then I was like, man, whatever. And then I noticed that like if I didn't take a shower in the morning, like if I did it at night and then just went to school the next day, my hair would look super greasy because it was really long. But then I also learned that it was getting long to the point where even after I took the shower in the morning, it would get greasy in like the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm not sweating that much to
Right.
where this should make sense. I'm like, it looks disgusting. I'm like, all my parents saw me get a haircut, and I go, I haven't seen anything close to a woman throughout this whole process. I thought I was supposed to be guaranteed women. I was supposed to be, I have long hair, and women flock to me,
Right.
and they pet me,
Yeah.
and they go, oh my gosh, you're so amazing.
You're immediately better at guitar solos.
I would be the lead guitarist of My Chemical Romance.
Oh, my
the
God.
long curly hair.
Can't get the disco, would have to wait.
Yeah. I would say, it's time to do my solo. It would improve my guitar playing skills. Nothing. So then I got my hair cut, and I was like, well, I can't go back to the 4th grade flip.
No.
I can't
Gotta
do
update
it.
it.
So then I got the faux hawk. I rocked the faux hawk for a while, and then I was watching a lot of Scrubs, and I was like, I want that guy's hair. Imagine the head of a rooster, and that's what it was. It's this long, it's like a longer hair, but it's got the spikes all over, and I rocked that. I used to put so much product in my hair, like in the morning, do it all, and then at night I'd put it in, go to sleep, get up the next day, and just continue from
It
there.
was a process.
Oh my
It was a huge
gosh.
process. Mousse, hairspray, and hair gel.
It was
Crazy.
a big deal.
It was
You
a
gotta
big deal.
hold that rooster
Yeah.
together.
Big deal. And that kind of worked because then I met you and I had that haircut.
Yeah.
And then I got
Coincidence, I'm
introduced.
sure.
I found the right one. It attracted the
You
shadows.
can't handle me at my rooster. You don't deserve me at my podcast.
You know what they say about roosters? Always get the chicks. Is that right, fellas?
Oh, God.
So I did that, and then I discovered this thing called hair cement, which is all those products combined into one.
What?
So I just do a little squeeze, and I did the whole thing. It was beautiful. I still use it to this day.
Still
Wow.
to this day.
But then I was like, this is way too much whip maintenance once I got into college. I was like, this is a lot going on. So then I turned it into the comb over, which I feel like is one of the big things now. I don't shave the sides, but
Right.
I try to imagine that I'm Mad Men, and I just kind of do that.
Yeah, nice little. It's neat.
It's neat, it's clean. I can use it for, now that I'm in working too, I can use it for like fun and professional.
Yeah. It
you
says
know.
I like to party, but I'm here for business. as well.
I
It's
tried-
like a tuxedo t-shirt.
And I tried so many times throughout my childhood to now to try to bring back the slick look, where you slick your whole hair back and it's all gelled and you look like a mobster.
Yeah.
You can't wear that and a t-shirt. It doesn't
Yeah,
work. And
It's a little
shorts,
intense.
you can't get it. It's a little intense. You wear it with the suit, you better be like playing like Mafia from
Yeah.
the 70s.
You
because
can't wear that and not wear just a tank top and a gold chain. That's
Exactly.
it. That's the only
Yeah,
combo.
some kind of extremely low cut V
you
t-shirt.
can't
An
you can't
Adidas
do it.
jumpsuit.
I can't pull it off. So, but every once in a while, I'll get in that little like, oh, I should just slick it all back, and then
Maybe now I'm ready.
And
You're
how
never
come Bradley Cooper is the only one that can pull off the flow, where it's like long hair, but he slicks it back, and he takes that pill and he becomes super smart, and he looks really cool. He's the only one I know that can actually pull it off. Everyone that tries to do the flow,
Yeah.
it looks super just greasy and nasty.
Can we just recognize the fact that there was a time that lasted more than 1 millisecond of where guys were wearing headbands in their hair on a daily basis. And they said, that's fashion. That's in. Why? I feel like Uncle Everybody, like I do half the time. Like, what are you doing? After we lose half our fan base, I won't do that phase. The headband.
They all turn it off.
Well, yeah, well, I was going to listen to their Thanksgiving special, but I heard the thing about the headbands, and that was me. Okay, can we just... What?
You talking about the sweatband thing?
No, not the sweatband. I'm talking about...
Like in Juno, the sweatband?
No, not Juno.
And the Tic Tacs?
Not the sweatband. You drop it, Lauren.
I thought that was a Vince reference because he looks like... What's his name?
Like,
Kind of.
No, they have the flow, and then maybe their hair wouldn't be long enough, or to hold the flow back, and they would have a thin headband.
The stretchy headband.
Yes.
And they would hold it back.
You know who did that? Was the hockey players.
Uh-oh.
I remember that.
Yep.
Because they were the ones that grew their hair out longer.
Yeah, that was like ever since like the 80s, there's like every hockey player has to have like some sort of flow.
I forgot about that.
Well, you should have.
Stretchy
Everyone should have.
headband. Yeah, I'm trying to block it out.
What I feel like that was just warming up for the man bun. Like before your hair was long enough to put in a bun, we're just slowly working up. Well, first we're gonna start with a headband. I'm not gonna go full ponytail.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
It's like everyone that like begins lifting weights, I'm not gonna be a huge monster.
Right.
But then they always do.
Right, because they're a monster to their family and friends on an emotional level.
So I got a little confession to make. So do you guys remember the visors?
You did not Scotty Too Hottie from the wrestling? Do you remember that?
What?
I was thinking of Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yeah, that too.
But the visor with the hat,
I'd like to take back my reference.
It was a light blue, and it said "and one" on the top.
You did not have that.
And I thought I was the coolest.
Oh my god.
How come women didn't like me back then?
Okay.
Sometimes if I was feeling super cool, I'd flip it over.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, I take it back. Scotty Too Hottie, he had a bucket hat and he cut out the top of the bucket hat.
Look at that guy's like white hair.
This guy was probably
Perfectly
60.
Polished. Yeah, he was probably.
I mean, look at that. He looks like Wilson from Castaway.
They're like, you know what?
On top of his head.
We like hats, but we like our hair. What do we do? Like,
I'm not gonna mess with my hair, but I don't want the sun in my eyes.
If Scotty Too Hottie is listening to this from the WWE, you look like Wilson.
Scotty Too Hottie.
He was a little too hottie though.
I really hope anyone who watched wrestling, Jared will like it if he's listening. Well, that Scotty Too Hottie reference, that was the best part of the podcast. That's what Jared sounds like. And he puts down his 400th cigarette for the day.
Oh my god.
Jared doesn't smoke.
Let's see. So there's one thing I was reading online. Someone posted a question like, what are some things that was like really popular back in your day that were like kind of dumb or whatever? And a ton of people brought up the Live Strong bracelets.
Yeah, remember that?
Remember those?
I don't even know where you buy those. Where you bought those. Because I never had one.
Wait, you never had one?
Never had one.
That's why you didn't have friends.
That's it. It was they cut. Well, they were like, well, I could do with Richie not having a Live Strong bracelet because of the afro. And then I cut the afro, and he's like, well, he's just not even trying it. You either get the Live Strong bracelet, you either conform, or you get out of school.
I guess Lauren. So you had the bob for a while.
Yep.
Then what happened?
Yep. Then I was like, you know what, Mom? I'm old enough. I can pay for my own haircut. I'm going to do what I want. And then I ended up getting the bob again.
Oh, no. See, Mama knows best.
It grew on me. So for a few years. Yeah, literally. But instead of getting the short bob that barely was longer than your ears, I grew it out a little longer. And I had kind of a medium-sized bob. Thought I was cool. And actually, Vince, you said you liked shorter hair.
I did.
I think that's why I kept that. And then I was like, I look like I'm 5.
There was a time where I liked girls with really short hair, like the pixie cut and all that type of stuff. Because I was like, oh, they're edgy and they like Death Cab Cutie, and that's why they got the short hair.
It's everything about you is the worst.
Yeah. Pretty much. So then when we went to college, I was like, hey, you should grow your hair. It should be longer, whatever. And then, And then tell them how every haircut that I've told you to get has been good, and every haircut you wanted was terrible.
Wait, what do you mean? What?
So Lauren wanted what was called an ombre
thing where your hair is dark at the top and it slowly goes light.
I like it in concept.
Yeah, in concept,
kind of want it though.
In concept and in Pinterest, it makes
In
sense.
Pinterest world, everything.
So I was like, hey Lauren, I love you the way you are. So I like fake light hair instead of the fake dark too light hair. And she goes, oh no, I'm gonna do it. Okay. And then she did it, and then she was sad, but I couldn't rub it in her face because she already did it. So I was just like, oh, do whatever you want to do. She's like, I don't know. And then she changed it back, and now she wants to darken her hair again.
Yep.
I
Just
say,
so you'll hate me.
I say do it. Like jet black.
Yes.
As dark as it can go.
Dark is.
Well, I want her to try to be a redhead.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Because they say that a blonde can switch from blonde to redhead, and they would look good because she has fairer skin.
But my cousin is like a legit redhead, and it looks really good. So if
Yeah.
I were to dye my hair red, I look like a clown.
Would it? Is it because you have a little darker eyebrows? Your eyebrows aren't that blonde?
Because you're not that.
Yeah, well, because I'm not actually blonde.
No, you're.
Spoiler alert.
You're a natural. You're a natural.
There's no
blonde.
such thing as blonde, like what we think of blonde.
This sounds like a conspiracy theory.
No. Blonde is really a light brown.
You're blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
I need you to elaborate.
I've
Education time. Here we go.
actually.
This just in. We
this
have a
is-
breaking news moment. Blonde, does it exist? Let's find out in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lauren, go.
They're all imposters.
How you mean?
Yeah.
Cause,
What are they?
Are they all died?
Yeah.
Get out! Everyone who's like blonde died.
Unless you're like albino,
Then you're blind or white.
then you're blind.
Then you're blind. You can't see.
Yeah. You can't see
Can't
color.
see how
It's
white
a
your
fact.
hair is.
If you are albino, you are legally blind.
That's
Yes.
why their eyes. Why their eyes are red. So okay. So wait a minute. But you were born as a natural blonde. You were
Well,
born
yeah, a lot
with,
of
like,
babies are born blonde. Yeah.
So you were blonde, and then when did you start dyeing your hair and creating this lie for everybody?
7th grade.
Yeah, 7th grade you started lying. Everybody got it.
7th grade. Yep.
Got it. So then, so there's no girl that's
Still a shadow.
There's no girl that's blonde that doesn't dye their hair to some extent. Like
Yep.
they're unless it's like a really dark.
Yep. So I just got a snap
Ooh.
asking a question to Pizza and Hummus.
Ah!
This is kind of a live tweet
Taking
situation.
a live question here. Text. That's not live right now.
Text the number. The question is, the bear in the Big Blue House, was he a robot or a person in the bear costume?
All right, man. Still waiting to get that good question.
Or was he a real bear?
no.
Robot, person in a costume, actual big bear.
Well, here's my thing. There's no way he's a robot because when he smelled me, he said I smelled like blueberries. Robots can't smell.
That's true. Robots also can't love unless
Yeah.
I teach them how to love.
Exactly. So far scratch that one out.
I put that on my resume. What are your special skills? Well, I once taught a robot how to love.
So he could be a hand and a puppet, but you can't smell with your hands. And
Right.
if he's moving the hands, using his hand to move the mouth, he can't smell. So he's a real bear.
Real bear.
I mean, yeah.
We got one. So how come they sing out of the box, but they were going inside of the box?
I don't know what that means. I saw that, and I don't know what that means.
Have you ever seen the show Out of the Box?
No. You can't just put 3 words together and say that's a show.
Oh man, we gotta look up Out of the Box. They made crafts. You don't remember Out of the Box? Well, you don't. You didn't watch Disney.
What? I mean...
I was a
also
Nickelodeon
didn't.
Cartoon Network kid.
Same.
Okay,
same.
everyone's a Nickelodeon Cartoon Network kid. I
No.
still watch Disney.
If you watch Disney, that means you're immediately not a Nickelodeon Cartoon Network kid.
Right.
You pick...
You're in a different category.
If you That's So Raven more than you Jimmy Neutron,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a bad time.
Problems.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that That's So Raven. Everyone watches That's So Raven.
Listen, if you Hannah Montana when you're
It's the
supposed
future
to
that's
Fairly Odd
seeking
Parents...
Okay, no one watched it. Yeah.
Man, if you're just gonna interrupt me, I don't want to be a part of this.
Out of the box.
Is that on Disney?
Take one
Oh,
box,
that's fine. I understand.
put it with another. Let's look for one that's long and wide.
You gotta get out of my face.
Wait, so they would go in the box?
Together.
So they're inside the box.
Yeah, and they're inside the box.
Get that out
Right
of the
now,
mic.
right
Turn
now
that
they're
off.
out of the box. Right now, currently.
Yeah. See, look. They build their little box thing,
Right.
and then they run inside.
Yeah.
Richie wants to get back in the box.
I want to get out of my life.
Do we have any more topics from the fans?
We do not.
No,
Nothing
they're very
good.
disappointing.
What about rapid fire?
Yeah, so rapid
We
fire.
need like random.
Snakes.
What?
My opinion, don't have them as pets. How about why? What is reptiles as pets? How about don't have a bad idea for a pet? How about you have a good idea for a pet?
Like a tarantula.
Like a tarantula.
Oh, you know what I really gotta get? I gotta get me 4 more tarantulas for my case. You know, so I can't pet them or touch them. I just feed them small animals. You know the pet experience, because you like to pet them and hold them, and they replace that void in you that you are lacking otherwise in your life. And so
It is kind of weird, yeah, because you think, oh, the animal's called a pet because you pet it and you interact with it. You can't really do that with like a fish or a turtle or a lizard. You can kind of handle a snake. You can somewhat pet a snake.
kinda, and then you freak all your friends out. Listen, I don't understand. Like, why not just take it the whole way and just not make sense completely? Well, you know, they said I'm gonna get a pet, so I thought I'd get a snake. Okay, great, you're a goofy person. Well, I wanted to travel to the liquor store, so I took a hot air balloon. You're goof. Well, going for a walk, rollerblades. Everything about you. I'm gonna go with this.
Weirdos.
I love rollerblading.
Lauren probably wants a snake as a pet.
No,
Ew.
Lauren
Oh, God.
actually
No.
never really had a pet growing up.
Yep.
So when you had all those amazing cats that were outdoor and exploring
Yeah.
and living life on the edge, and I had like 30 dogs that just were bad.
You had National Geographic.
Yeah.
Zoo books.
She had zoo books. That was
I had to live vicariously through the books.